Hey guys, welcome back to Art for the Week. I know it has been a while since we've been together, but we're basically going to be picking up where we left off, and here's an example of what we need to do for this week. We've been drawing our cans, we've been designing the brand, and this week we're going to color them. In the next few slides, I'm going to show you how we're going to choose to color them. Everybody gets to kind of pick their own set of colors, but we're going to study a color scheme called Analogous. And we'll go into that in a little bit. We're also going to study the artist Andy Warhol and look at some of his artworks. Okay, so here are some artworks from our artist we're studying, Andy Warhol. Andy Warhol made Campbell's soup can inspired artworks in the 1960s and beyond. And basically he just took something that he found in like advertisements and newspapers and magazines and kind of re-questioned, is this art? And started making the Campbell soup cans that he found in these advertisements as his own artworks. A lot of times he even changed the color schemes up dramatically. So you can see he's taking the Campbell soup cans here, like a normal soup can, and he's changing the colors for them. He basically became famous for creating these artworks in a form of art called pop art, where we're taking things from everyday, like popular everyday items like soup cans or anything like that, and recoloring them or repurposing them in a different way as an art form. So we want to take a good look at the color wheel for this week's lesson as well. If you're not familiar with the color wheel, it's basically just all the colors we might be using going around in a circle. And they don't just go randomly around in a circle, they move from one color to the next that looks like it would transition into that color. So if you look at the yellow, you see a yellow-green, then you see a green, then you see a blue-green, and the colors keep moving the whole way around in a circle. That's why it's called the color wheel. Alright, so when you're using a color wheel, you can break that down into different color schemes, putting different colors together to kind of arrange how you want your artwork to look. And so you see this color scheme that we're talking about today is called Analogous Colors. Analogous colors are basically three colors in a row on the color wheel. So you're starting off with the red at the top, moving to red, orange, or yellow, orange, and it just moves around. So when you make your artwork, I want you just picking three colors that are together close to each other on the color wheel. Try to pick from any of these examples that we see here and just try to use those three colors only. Okay, so taking a look back at my example, you can see that I chose the blue-green color scheme. I have a blue-green or a teal, and I have a green color. These three colors were the ones that I wanted to use for my can. Basically just kind of trying to build off the vibe of this is a surf-related drink, so I'm trying to choose some colors that I think would be kind of like the ocean or maybe remind me of surf. When you see the colors together, I used a little bit of the brighter green and more of the teal and the blue. I did that on purpose just to kind of add some accent with the brighter green on top of the teal and the blue together. It's really up to you guys which colors you're going to pick and use on your color scheme. You don't have to color around your can, you just have to color your can in, including the tab and the top and the bottom. Color all of the can. Another thing too is when we do this in class, normally I try to do it with watercolor paints. You don't have to use watercolor paints. You can use markers, you can use crayons, you can use color pencils. You can use anything that you can use to color. For me, I created my artwork entirely on my iPad. So if that's an option you guys have that you can make it look really nice, try to go for that. Just try to use your analogous color scheme in your artwork. Okay guys, when you get finished, make sure that you are posting to your Google Classroom. I cannot wait to see everybody's final artworks. You need to get these in to get your credit for this project for this quarter. Okay guys, can't wait to see everything. See you next time.